everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're just joining us, this is a medical marijuana channel, and I'm talking about products in the state of Florida that are legal for use by medical marijuana patients. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about a product that's new from Surterra Wellness. Surterra is a dispensary and wellness center here in the state of Florida. They also have locations in Texas and maybe some other states, but we're going to talk about a product that is available here in Florida. This video is meant for informational purposes. The price point is $25 if you are a medical marijuana patient in Florida and you're interested in buying this item. I'm not doing this as an advertisement. This is not an advertisement. Each pen like this is one of them here actually. I have used the product, by the way, and at the end of the video I will tell you about my thoughts on it. For now, let's talk about the product itself. What exactly is it? What's in there? What is it for? Why? And why did Surterra create this product? Why? And stuff like that. So a lot of this information, unless otherwise specified, is going to be from Surterra's website because I like to just get the product information from the distributor. And then if I have any questions, I go off and do my own research. The ReviveAM pen from Surterra comes in a tube just like this. So to open the tube, you just squeeze it and then it'll pop open. You might be able to tell that I've already used a good bit of the product. I'll have some input on it at the end of the video about my own personal experience with that product. Okay, what is this product anyway? Each pen contains a 1-to-1 ratio of CBD to THC in these amounts. The pen has 115 milligrams of THC and 115 milligrams of CBD, totaling 230 milligrams of active ingredient. When using the product, each 2-second draw will provide approximately 1.2 milligrams of THC and 1.2 milligrams of CBD, totaling about 2.4 milligrams of active ingredient. So it is a concentrated product. It all depends on who you are and what your ailment is and why you're using the product, so I cannot speak for everyone. Personally, I don't need a lot of the product to feel the effects and to feel better. So here's some information about the product from Surterra.com. They say that ReviveAM is the daytime formula that supports pain management without grogginess or sedation. It was created to provide relief from pain with the energy to carry out the day. I think that's really awesome. At the end of the video, when I'm sharing my own thoughts and my own personal input on everything, I will give you a first-hand account of why I think that's so awesome. No, I actually don't have any experience with having a painkiller taking problem myself, but someone really close to me did, and I witnessed the effects of it firsthand. So we'll talk about that later. But while this information is not on the Surterra website, something that a girl at Surterra, working at Surterra, told me was this. What sets this item apart from the Soothe line of products from Surterra, which also boast a 1-to-1 ratio of CBD and THC, what's really going to set it apart is going to be the terpene profile. So the terpene profile in this product is going to be similar to the terpene profile, which pretty much determines the flavor and the smell and the very specifics of the effects of products within the medical marijuana industry. The terpene profile of this product, the ReviveAM, is going to be very similar to the terpene profile of the Zen products from Surterra. The high limonene content is partially responsible for the uplifting effects of the Zen product line, and that's also true here in this product, the ReviveAM. So the idea, obviously, if you haven't caught on yet, is going to be that this is a product that is suitable for the daytime. 1-to-1 products can be a great way to start out using medical marijuana products, especially because not only are they going to give you some of the benefits of THC, but also those balancing effects of CBD. I would say that if you're new into the medical marijuana world and you don't know what to start with, a 1-to-1 product is probably a safe bet. I think Surterra has made their intentions with this product pretty evident, but something that I think is worth noting is this. And many of you already know it, and I know that because many of you watching and in my comments and people I've met in real life even, and probably people outside of those categories, I've heard many first-hand accounts and stories and blog posts and comments and all kinds of different first-hand accounts from people that they've moved away from using oftentimes copious amounts, but they've moved away from using prescription painkillers, which are usually opiates. If you live in America, you've probably heard of the opiate crisis that we have. With that aside, and any official words or whatever, official statements aside, I can see with my 2 eyes that people definitely take a lot of prescription painkillers. That's fine if it doesn't get in the way of your life, I guess, but I find, from what I hear, and from the people who've told me that they switched from painkillers into using medical cannabis or just CBD, whatever the case is, a lot of the time it is just CBD. One of the biggest side effects and probably the biggest detriments to people that use prescription painkillers to manage their pain, opiates, painkillers, and a lot of other different kinds of commonly prescribed and commonly taken prescription drugs can definitely come with their side effects. Let's be honest, they do come with side effects. I have my own personal experience with taking prescription medications, and I'll talk about that at some point more, probably in depth. I've talked about it in some of my videos a little bit, but I've never really experienced that opiate addiction thing. But I do have someone close to me who was taking opiates for a long time. And I watched that person not have a life anymore in the daytime at all. Because they were sleeping all the time. He was sleeping all the time. But I don't blame him for that, because I understand that when you have chronic pain, you have to do something. You have to manage it somehow. But the problem arises when this happens, when you have to take the pills to manage the pain. The pain doesn't stop. At night, it's okay, because being sedated at night is fine, because we're supposed to sleep at night. The problem is when during the day your pain is still there because you have chronic pain, and it doesn't go away during the daytime because that's not how, because life doesn't have magic. So you have your pain during the daytime, and you take your painkillers, and they sedate the fuck out of you. And basically, I watched somebody just sleep their days away. Sleep them away, because pain was there. There was no other option in his eyes, or I don't know if we didn't have medical cannabis at the time in Florida at all. That wasn't a thing in those years. And I've just heard other things too about opiates are just very addictive. And this part might actually be true across the board with any drug. I mean, you build a tolerance over time taking certain kinds of drugs, but I think it's especially rampant with opiates, this problem, which is that people seem to build tolerances for opiates very quickly. It results in them take a lot of pills to try to get the same effect that they once did with those same pills. They're like, why don't I feel these effects anymore the same way I did before? And it's because their body has become acclimated to taking so much of that substance, and now they have to take exponentially more of that same drug to feel effects that they felt when they started using it. So opiate addiction is crazy, and pill addiction and addiction and pills are crazy. It's just a lot. There's a whole world of that stuff we could talk about, but we're talking about ReviveAM from Surterra. So I think that, to summarize that, this is why I think the product is cool. I think it's great because I know that prescription painkillers, along with other types of prescription drugs, can absolutely rob you of your life, and they can rob you of your energy. But anyway, I think that's a cool idea. I think that the concept that we can use cannabis products instead, possibly get similar benefits that we get from prescription medications, but without the detrimental side effects. The fact that we have products that are being designed to prevent the issues that come along with using medication that's supposed to help you, and I'm very happy about it. So I love this product, and I love that Surterra is making it easier for people to understand what the product is for and what it is and why it's good for that. So here's my take and my experience with the ReviveAM pen from Surterra. I think, yes, it is a great daytime strain, and I personally find when I do use the ReviveAM, I only need like 1 or 2 drags, and during the day that's perfect, and it's not gonna bog me down at all, and I know I'm gonna be alive and awake and still alert enough to take on anything. I love the product, and I find it really, really great. So it's cool. If you want to try a product from Surterra, you don't know where to start, why not try this one? I think it's a good one. The product actually does provide both THC and CBD benefits in my experience without making me tired. So yeah, I really like the product overall. I think it's a good idea that Surterra is marketing the products to people in a more specified way. This one's good for daytime, this one's good for nighttime. Right in the name it says AM or PM. I think that's really cool. So that helps people to understand what the products are for, and I find that great. Like I was saying before, I personally have never experienced an opiate addiction or taking painkillers daily. I've taken them before for I've had a surgery, I've had different things happen or whatever, but I've only taken painkillers, prescription painkillers acutely, and I've never had an addiction problem with them. My dad is someone who is no longer around, unfortunately. My dad died when I was younger. He took a lot of painkillers for his chronic pain that he had before he died. And he wasn't around a lot, wasn't present because of them. So yeah. I had a really in-depth conversation with someone I love last night about my childhood, and we went in so deep. It was like this crazy therapy session, and it felt so cleansing just to get a lot of this stuff off my chest. It's weird that I can talk about this stuff and not bawl and cry and whatever, but it's my shit and my dad dying and stuff like that. It's all kind of shaped me in this really weird way, and I really see that and I appreciate it. And it's just very weird when you lose someone like that close to you or whatever. But my dad was never around really at all, because he was always sleeping the day away because of painkillers robbing him of his life. So that is a real thing in my experience. I'm not saying that everyone that takes painkillers is doing that or has that problem. I don't believe that they're all that bad, and I do believe that maybe some people really need them, just like I feel like I need my anxiety medication. I don't feel like I can let go of that one medication yet, or ever probably, I don't know if I can, and I don't really know if I want to, because it helps me so much. And whatever, and it's not, finally I'm not being destroyed by the side effects of my medications. I'm actually just feeling the benefits of them. So that's why I'm like, maybe I can keep this anxiety medication. I don't give a f, like, it's fine. It helps me. I'm good. It's when you have those side effects really just making your life worse. And then you're like, why am I even taking this? Because it's like, I can either be in pain physically, or I can be sad emotionally because my life is suffering because I can't do anything because I'm always tired. After that conversation last night, and talking a little bit about my dad more than I usually do with people, I don't mind talking about it. It's just I don't fucking feel like I'm talking about my dead father and having a pity party and like, hi, I have daddy issues. Like, I don't know. I think of that as like, what is this? Are we on Dr. Phil? Like, if the answer is no, then why are we talking about this? That's why I don't really talk about it, even with the people that I love and that I'm really close to and that I talk about like other personal things with. Even with those people, I don't necessarily bring up my dad a lot and bring up that stuff. So, but last night I did, and I opened up and I was like, just like, we were just talking, and it was just an interesting conversation. But I guess up until like last night and that conversation, I never really realized that like the pills were probably what was keeping my dad from doing anything ever. Like, it was probably that. But I kind of thought, oh, it's because he's in pain and he can't do anything. But it's like, no, I don't know. And I'm not saying that medical marijuana is the only thing, is the answer to any or to all or any of this stuff. I just want you guys to know that I'm not like just saying, oh, opiates make you tired. Like, I actually have seen it happen. I've really seen it with my own eyes for many years, and it sucked. I do think there's a need for this kind of product. I really do. I think that this is a good thing. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate every single one of you that comes around and watches my videos. You're great. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want, you can subscribe because I post every week on my channel. Let me know in the comments if you have a particular new product that you want me to review. It's been a crazy last few weeks and months of new products here in Florida from different dispensaries, so I don't know which one to get next. Let me know in the comments and see what I can do. I can never be thankful enough for you guys. It's so much fun having this opportunity to kind of touch base with you all and talk to you. Yeah, so if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Have an awesome night, day, evening, morning, noon, whatever time it is, whenever you're watching this, wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye!